Congratulations, you made it to the kids cooking competition. My name is Tori, and I'm here to show you some ways to make eggs, which is going to be the feature item for the cooking competition. So what I'm starting with is a hot pan. You want to make sure that you're safe. At your station, you'll have different ingredients as well as utensils to use. So I'm going to start with is spraying my pan with some nonstick cooking spray. Don't want our eggs to stick. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to do scrambled eggs. So I'm going to crack open some eggs. So I recommend tapping it on the edge of the counter or your table, whichever you're using, to try and avoid getting eggshells into your dish. All right, and then I'm going to take a whisk and whisk up my egg yolk and my egg whites. We want them to be all combined. Should look a little bit like this. All right, and next I'm going to add in some milk. This makes it fluffy, soft, and more tasteful. Then we're going to whisk in the rest of our eggs. And once your eggs and milk are combined, you're going to add them to your pan. And you're going to turn your heat on to medium heat. And once you start to see your eggs turn white, that is when you will start mixing. Now that our egg is starting to form up, we are going to start mixing it together to form our scrambled eggs. So you're just going to move it around the pan a little bit. This is what helps give it that scrambled look. All right. And once all of your eggs are scrambled up, you can add salt, pepper, cheese. You could do peppers, onions, anything you want. This would be great on its own, kind of just decorating it how you feel, or even adding it into a breakfast burrito with different meats, adding in cheeses, sauces, whatever you'd like. Or if you're just serving up scrambled eggs, you'll just plate them all easy, add a few toppings, and then you have scrambled eggs. All right, welcome back. We're on our next version of an egg for the competition. So I'm going to show you how to make an omelet. So again, we're just starting by spraying our pan. We don't want our eggs to stick. Next, we are going to crack 2 eggs into our bowl. All right, after you've cracked your 2 eggs, you're going to add a little bit of milk. And then you're going to whisk your eggs together, just like we did with the scrambled eggs. And once your egg and milk are combined, you will add them into your pan. All right. And now that our egg is into our pan, you're going to kind of want to move around the liquid portion of the egg to cover the entire pan. So now the whole bottom is covered. And you're going to wait until this starts to bubble up so it's cooking underneath. This takes about 1 to 2 minutes. I'm just kind of pressing down the sides. That way it's easier to scoop up at the end. All right, and once you notice that a lot of your egg white and yolk are starting to cook down, you can add in whatever fillings you'd like. I'm just doing mixed peppers. And so you just want to sprinkle those all over. You could add cheese, salt and pepper, meat as well. Ham would be really good, anything you want, but I'm just doing peppers. And once you've added in your filling of choice, you're going to kind of scoop under one side of the omelet and start rolling it into the center. And once you get to the center of your omelet, you're going to kind of flip your pan and start rolling the other side until you meet the center as well. And now that both edges are rolled in, you're going to scoop under your omelet and flip over. All right. And once you've done that, you can let it sit. If you add cheese in there, the cheese might need some more time to melt. But once you've done that, you can just scoop up your omelet and plate it. And there's your omelet. All right, welcome back. We are on our third style of an egg. We are going to be making an over easy egg. So again, you're going to want to start by spraying your pan with some nonstick spray. Then you are going to want to crack your egg directly into the pan this time. And for these, you're going to want to wait until the whites of the egg start to cook up. And then we're actually going to steam the egg so the white part over the top gets covered, but our inside yolk part is still liquidy. So now that our whites are starting to heat up, you're just going to add in a little bit of water to form that steam around it. And then you're going to cover it with a lid until the top part of your egg is fully coated white. And that takes about 2 minutes. Now that the top part of your egg is all cooked, you can remove your pan and you're able just to serve it up. You could add hot honey, you could add parsley, you could do scallions, spinach, anything you want on top. And there's your over easy egg. And once you break the top part, you'll have some runny yolk in there as well. That's how you make an over easy egg. All right, we are on our last version of an egg that we give you ideas to make at the cooking competition. We are going to be making a fried egg. These ones work best if you're making like a breakfast sandwich. So first, again, we're just spraying our pan. We want to make sure that our eggs don't stick. All right. Then we are going to crack our egg on our pan just like we did with our over easy egg. Right in the center. And now that our egg has been cracked, you can either take your turner or a spatula and you're going to break the yolk in the middle because we're going to cook all of it through. In our last one, we left the yolk runny, and this one we're going to fry everything. The nice thing about making a fried egg is if you choose to put it on a bagel or an English muffin, that way it's flat and you can even cut it into a circle where it fits the sandwich perfectly and it's cooked fully through. You can even add cheese on top, cover with the pan, let the cheese melt, or even add the meat in your pan as well and then just assemble it onto your sandwich or bread of choice. And so once our whites and our egg yolks are starting to cook, then you will flip your egg and fry the other side. And you can check by kind of running around the side. The whites are visible knowing that they're cooked, but the egg yolk you might have to kind of scoop around too. And once it's ready to flip, you're just going to scoot under your egg and give it a good flip in the pan. All right. Then you just gotta wait for the other side to fry up. And it's really easy to put onto a sandwich. Again, you can even add the cheese on top, melt it. You can do shredded or solid, and then you're ready to go. And once all your egg yolk and egg whites are cooked up, then you have a fried egg. There you go.